This week, the Ministry of Health banned the use of syrups with codeine from being imported, manufactured, or taken here in Ghana. The question is, why will the Ministry of Health do that? Statistics available to us show many youth across the country are abusing codeine syrups. In today's edition of the City Newsroom, we go to Nima, an area where reports trickling in show most of the youth here are abusing the syrup. I'm currently in Nima speaking to some youth on the use of codeine syrups. Now, according to them, they don't really care about the side effects of codeine because they use it for a number of things, including feeling high, to deal with depression, etc. They know the side effects, it can lead to death, but they think otherwise. So let's get more views from them. What's your name?
My name is Bless.
Bless?
Yeah, that's my real name, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Joey.
Joey. So Bless, you have been drinking codeine syrups for how long?
For like 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah.
And aren't you worried about the side effects?
No.
How many times do you drink in a day?
Depends.
Depends on what?
How high I want to get,
So you drink it to get high?
Yeah, that's it. Just
Not to deal with pain or anything or a cough, just to get high?
Yeah.
Do you know the side effects of codeine?
Yeah, I do.
What are they?
A lot. Lungs infections and all that.
Do you know it can lead to death?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all going to die, so...
So you don't care that it will kill you?
Everyone here is going to die, so whether I drink codeine, you don't drink codeine, you will die.
So Joey, you've also been drinking codeine syrup for how many years?
Well, I can tell about for some time now.
Over 10 years, 15 years?
No, not 10, 15 years. Probably like 8 or 7 years.
8 years or 7 years. How did you get introduced to it?
Well, it was introduced by one of my friends, which I was a little stressed. So he told me about, this codeine stuff. So I just took it, and I think it worked for me because I slept good. So since then, man, I like it. But it's not something that every day, like regularly. If only when I'm stressed or if I want to do music or if I want to rest.
Let's move on to some other stories. And it is often said that a woman's hair is her glory and perhaps her crown. But what happens when all of a sudden a woman starts losing hair to a condition that has no cure? Alopecia is an autoimmune disorder that mostly affects women and eventually makes them go bald. City News' Farida Shaibu speaks to Ladi Samira about her 2-decade-long struggle with this condition.
At an early stage of 2, Ladi started losing her hair. It grew in patches and was not so abnormal for a child her age. But as the years went by, she became aware that she was suffering from a condition called alopecia areata.
Your immune system actually fights your hair follicles. It sees them as a foreign material. Alopecia areata happens to be the most common autoimmune disorder. But because of the stigma attached to it, you end up not hearing so much about it because being a woman and losing your hair, it's a big deal.
By the time Ladi was 4, her patches became more visible and she had to endure bullying throughout her school life.
Initially, we thought it started from age 5, but from recent pictures my mom showed to me, it started way earlier, like 2, but it was on and off. So I lose the hair, it grows. I lose it, it grows. And then at 4, when I lost it, that was it. I kept losing till now.
Now, the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joe Osei-Owusu, wants MPs who wrongfully use sirens and breach other road safety rules to be prosecuted. According to him, with the exception of officials affiliated to security agencies, such conduct is not permissible by the law. There's more in this report.
Transport Minister Kweku Fure-Siama was in the House to brief MPs on steps being taken by government to curb the carnage on our roads. Among other suggestions, the minister indicated that Cabinet had approved the proposal for the National Road Safety Commission to be elevated to an authority with powers to enforce road traffic regulations.
As it is now, its only mandate is to educate and advise people on road safety. And if anybody breaches that particular law, they cannot enforce it. That's institutional enforcement. So what Cabinet has done, it will enhance the mandate of the National Road Safety Commission.
First Deputy Speaker Joe Osei also took the view that MPs who abuse the use of sirens and other road traffic regulations must be prosecuted.
Cocoa buyers for the produce buying company in the Western region have been protesting the delay in the release of monies for the purchase of cocoa beans from cocoa farmers. The buyers are massed at the company's district office at Bogoso to force the company to release monies for cocoa beans purchased on credit.
Some cocoa buyers with the state's produce buying company, PBC, in the Prisia-Huni Valley and the Wasa-Memfi East municipalities of the Western region thronged to the district depot at Bogoso after they had waited for weeks to demand for monies from the company to settle cocoa farmers they are indebted to.
We are not getting funds to pay the farmers, and the farmers are complaining. If you can see, these are some of them, they are waiting around. This is our major problem. I've sold about 1,000 already, about 1,000, and they couldn't pay all. About 6 to 2 bucks is still there. They haven't paid for it, and then almost going to a 500 bucks also lying down here.
While some of these marketing clerks in the company's 49 societies in the district have escaped the angry cocoa farmers in their respective villages for just a day, others are unable to go to their villages for nearly a week for fear of humiliation.
Now, pupils of Sokabiisi Primary School in the Bolgatanga municipality of the Upper East region sit on the bare floor to study.
Now, this, according to school authorities, is negatively affecting their quest for quality education and thus want government to swiftly intervene. Our Upper East regional correspondent has more.
The school, situated close to the Bolga township, has an enrollment of 257, but pupils in this 6-unit classroom block sit on the bare floor for their lessons. Future leaders, as they are often called, neatly dressed pupils of the Sokabiisi Primary School, are compelled to sit on the dusty bare floor for lessons due to government's inability to provide them with pieces of furniture. Pupils in the school are forced to use wood slabs as tables, either lie on their bellies or sit on the bare floor to write.